Hey, this is DeRay. Catch my show, the Alston Collab Money Talk, every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. On my show, you'll hear all things regarding money, success, and personal development. Tune in on Wednesday in the Great Stream. Jump in. Every Wednesday. Hey. This is DeRay. This is the Alston Collab Money Talk. Happy Wednesday once more. It is a beautiful day. I hope everyone has got their day off to a wonderful start. And if you haven't, it's still time to change it around. You're in full control. So I wish that everyone will end their day on a positive and a productive note. I am streaming live on the FishBowl Radio Network on fbrn.us. Just jumped on live on Facebook as well. Got an exciting show planned today. It will just be me and me only. But, hey, I got some really good content. I'm going to share it with you guys. And if you find any of this content helpful, please don't hesitate to share this video, tag a friend in it, let someone know. Also, be sure to check out my social media pages as well. The Alston Collaborative on Facebook. On Instagram, you can follow me at ID Alston. On Snapchat, on Snapchat is the Alston Collab. That's ALSTON Collab, COLLAB. I also got a YouTube channel as well, and a lot of these shows that I've been doing, I've been converting them to YouTube. So make sure you check out that my YouTube channel as well, the Alston Collab. The Alston Collab. And again, if you find any of this content helpful, please don't hesitate to share it on your social media pages. Definitely appreciate the support. I want to do my best to keep putting positive content out there and helpful content as well. I fully believe that in life you get what you give. So the main things that I and the Alston Collaborative want to do is give out helpful content. So that's what we're going to do today. Make sure you check us out every Wednesday, live from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the FishBowl Radio Network. That's fbrn.us. And also been streaming live on Facebook as well. Definitely got some exciting shows planned for the next few weeks as well. Working on getting some pretty cool guests to come in and join me and chop it up about their entrepreneur journey. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully you can catch some of it. So today, like I said, I have a pretty good show planned. I have a good show planned for today. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is what transpired over the weekend regarding the NFL and a lot of the National Anthem Protest. I want to give my 2 cents. And keep in mind, this is just my 2 cents. This is just my opinion. This is how I looked at the situation and some of the things that I took away from it. So, just give me an opinion. That's all. Also going to be going over a few different signs that will allow you to know that you're living in your purpose. A few different signs that let you know that you're living in your purpose. And these are things that I've experienced on my journey and things that I've read in books about successful people, about successful individuals, videos that I've watched on YouTube. That's actually what gave me the kind of idea to go that direction. So I'm going to go with that on the second segment after I, give my opinion on the NFL. And then, depending on time, I might have a few other things that I want to talk about regarding to personal development. So, before I can get to the NFL and, what I, and give my thoughts on it, the Dallas Cowboys did win on Monday night against the Arizona Cardinals, moving us to 2-1. So, shout out to the Cowboys for getting that W. And if you watched the game on Monday night, everyone was waiting to see what was Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys going to do when the National Anthem came on. What were they going to do? A lot of teams around the league, did some different things. Some of them didn't come out at all. Some, locked arms, some knelt. So they did a lot of different things around the league. And if you didn't see the game on Monday night, what happened was the Cowboys came out, they locked arms, and they all went to the center of the field, and they took a knee. Now, this all happened prior to the national anthem playing. This happened prior to the national anthem playing. So that was okay for some people. It rubbed some people the wrong way. My mom, she said she's no longer going to root for the Cowboys. She didn't like that. I've heard some other people say that, that Jerry's boys were yes men and all this other and other. So all this started from President Trump making some crazy comments over the weekend, calling the NFL players sons of bitches and they should be fired and this and other. So I'm not sure, what his objective was, but it ended up just, making a lot of different people upset and mad. And his comments, in my opinion, and like a lot of other people, were divisive. Like, why would you even say that? Why would you even, go there? He could have said something else that was more positive or more, encouraging. So the comments were outrageous, which led to him basically calling out the NFL. Granted, he had 7 or 8 owners that actually donated to his campaign. Obviously, Jerry Jones was one of them. I think he may have donated over $1 million or so. But nonetheless, it got the NFL's attention. And on Sunday, Monday, a lot of teams did different things. Some people were happy with the Cowboys that they at least did something. That was kind of my take on it because I wasn't expecting them to do anything. But go out there and just, stand for the national anthem because Jerry Jones has made it very clear that was his take on that. And I get that. Last week in the show, one of the things that I talked about was being an effective communicator. And one of the key traits that effective communicators have, and this is one that I'm still working on, that in any type of conflict or confrontation or any type of dialogue that involves, 2 or more people, where there may be negotiations going on or something along those lines, a good communicator, a good leader, a good influencer, what they're able to do is have their opinion on whatever the situation may be, but they're able to kind of step back and look at it from a holistic view, and they're able to kind of look at both sides and see, what can be the best thing that we can do or that we can work towards to where it's a win-win situation for everyone. They're able to step back, even regardless of their feelings or their take on the situation. They're able to look at both sides of the story and try to observe all the facts and take in all the information and then make an educated decision or make, a decisive decision on what you can do to move forward that will be in the interest of everyone. So that's how I tried to look at the whole national anthem thing. So I'm going to start with the first side. And the first side is the people who believe that kneeling during the national anthem is disrespectful, or the people who that you should do anything to, disrespect the flag, or that you shouldn't kneel. Like Donald Trump, they believe that you shouldn't kneel. Jerry Jones believes that you should go out there and respect the flag. And Drew Brees has been on record for saying the same thing. So let me start with that side. Number one, a lot of these players who have kneeled, Colin Kaepernick included, have immediately said that, what they were doing was no disrespect to the flag or to our soldiers who have went over and risked their lives for this country. So I don't think that any of these players were doing this to disrespect the flag or to disrespect the soldiers who have fought. However, like I said, I want to look at both sides. I can see how they may take that as disrespect, although it isn't, in my opinion. But I get the point that the flag is supposed to represent unity and freedom and things of those nature. And let me also state that I agree that America is one of the best places to live because of our freedom to worship, our freedom to go as we please, freedom to become an entrepreneur, no matter what color you are, and become successful. There's just a lot of things that we have in America that give us an advantage to succeed. That's why so many immigrants come over from different countries to America. People are trying to get here because of the opportunity that's out there. And there is a lot of opportunity out here. And I've had the opportunity to visit third world countries, and it's nice to go on vacation, but you probably somewhere not a lot of people want to live. There's people that have shortage of food, shortage of resources, shortage of clean water. So yes, America is a great place to live. A lot of immigrants come here. There's a lot of opportunity here. Despite the injustices, really anyone, no matter what color, creed, no matter where you're from, has an opportunity here to become successful and to make a living for themselves and their family. So I get that. I get that America place. I get the flag represents that. I get why you will want someone to, respect the flag and stand up and, put your hands on heart or, just stand up and show your respect. I get that. So I understand where people are coming from or how you could be upset. Now, to look at it on the other side of the equation, again, I have to say this because the people who have knelt, Colin Kaepernick, other players that have knelt, they meant no disrespect to the flag. That wasn't their intention. Their intention was to start a conversation and to draw attention of some of the injustices that minorities, in particular brown-skinned people, face in America. So that's what they were doing. You have to also, like I said, if you want to be fair, you want to be a leader, you want to be someone of respect, you need to be able to sit back and look at the things from both sides. That especially goes for politicians, the NFL, anyone who is in a position of leadership. You need to be able to look at both sides of the story. So now let's look at young black men in particular, look at our side of the story. Number one, slaves came over here years ago, and we came against our will and we're in bondage for over 300 years. All right. Before we even got over here, Americans are on American soil. Women were raped, killed, and murdered. The Indians were already here before that. So rape, murder, human trafficking, prostitution, all that happened on American soil. Black people were enslaved for over 3 years. And now Black or brown people fill 2/3 or more of our prisons. There's actually prisons out there that are for profit. So they benefit by keeping people, mostly Black people, behind bars. That's going on right now. It's been on record that many people of color have been gunned down by police officers unrightfully, unjustly. So that's kind of where we're coming from. That's happening in this country right now with the prison system and the murder and all the things that go on. Now, it's a great place to live. Again, I want to continue to reiterate that. However, there are still injustices that are going on. So that's kind of how a lot of players who knelt, that was their reasoning behind it. Again, it wasn't to offend anyone. It wasn't to disrespect any soldiers. It was to bring attention to just that there are still a lot of injustices that minorities, in particular Black people, are facing in America today. So I get why Colin Kaepernick knelt. I get why a lot of players did that, and it's just to bring awareness to things that are going on. And granted, to kind of again look at both sides of the story, maybe there are better ways that we can do to bring awareness. And I think Colin Kaepernick is doing just that. He's donating money to different societies. He's out in the community. He's actually hands-on. That's an even better way that you can get your point across. So if Jerry Jones or any owner says, hey, I don't want to kill, I mean, that's your boss. So, I mean, you could call it yes men, but everyone who has a job and is not working for themselves has a boss. And if your boss tells you something, what you gonna do? You're gonna say yes and do it. So that's what the Cowboys did. Now, what they do outside of the football field is other stories. These are making millions of dollars. Their lives have been changed. They're feeding, their families and their friends and doing all these things that they wouldn't be able to do had they got the opportunity to play in the NFL. So it's what they signed up for. Anytime you go to work for an employer, you have to play by their rules. Or if you don't like it, leave. If you don't like what your employer is telling you, leave. Otherwise, shut up, and go do your job. Or work for yourself if you don't like what they're saying. But anyhow, not to digress, I just wanted to kind of give my perspective on how I took everything. So I could be the players who get ill, just, again, not to disrespect anyone, but to bring awareness of things that we're facing in America. And one last thing, and I'll move on. I saw an interesting Instagram post. I think it was actually by a white person, but they said, so it's America enslaved Black people for 300 years. Now we're filling up 2/3 of the prison system. We're gunning you down, but we want you to end up for our flag and, pay homage. And then if you don't, we're going to get mad at you for not doing it. Like, how does that sound? Then the post went on to say that's like a car thief going to steal someone's car, and then when the person who got their car stolen gets mad or makes a police complaint, why'd you do that? What you mean? Look what you just did. Like, how can you get mad at us for kneeling after everything that we went through and endured up under that flag? Not to mention that the thing that often gets overlooked is the third verse of the national anthem. I think it has something about to do with slaves. So the person was talking about, he had slave owners. The time when America claimed their independence in 1776, Black people wasn't free. We didn't get our independence. Now, I love the barbecue on the 4th of July, but they weren't fighting for their freedom. They were fighting for America's freedom. But to keep their slaves. So come on, guys, let's be real and let's, look at all the facts. Don't get your panties all in a bunch just because we're doing a peaceful protest. That's my 2 cents. I'm off that. I'm moving on. I'm still going to watch my Dallas Cowboys. You can say what you want. That's my football team. I know my viewpoints. I know where I stand. I know what I'm working to do in the community for my people and others of all colors and creeds. I'm going to be a person that helps anyone. It doesn't matter your color of skin. Now, obviously, I want to look out for my race. That's what any race. That's what a lot of nepotism. They keep it in the family. They build their people up. So obviously, I want to do that. But I'm also about unity and building relationships, with whoever, if you're a positive person and, you have similar, the similar mindset about life and success, and you really don't see color. So that was all I really had to say on that matter. Going to take a quick break, jump back in here. I'm going to be covering a few different signs that will help you realize that you're living in your purpose. A few different signs that you will know that you are living in your purpose, that you are on earth to do, or you're on earth and you're doing what you're meant to be doing, what you should be doing with your talents and skills. So I'm going to go over that when we get back. Take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Here's my man, T.I. Live your